Hello, everybody. Welcome to your EFL Championship hot takes for round 43 from a caravan park in the south of England. I'm away with the family for the Easter weekend. We will be back on Monday, but I just wanted to check in after yesterday's action where the top three all won. So it's as you were, but another game ticked off makes Leeds and Burnley that much closer to promotion up to the Premier League. In the playoff race, 5th, 6th and 7th won. So again, exactly the same situation as you were, but beings there's a gap that highly advantages the teams, that being Bristol City and Coventry, with the higher ground down at the bottom. All about that win for Luton, wasn't it, in the head-to-head at Derby, which keeps an incredible relegation battle going. I won't go chapter and verse today. As I say, we'll be back doing the head-to-head live on the watch-along. Burnley versus Sheffield United, which will be a massive, massive game. Potentially, that could end everything because we didn't get a slip-up from anybody yesterday. So it was Burnley first. They went to Watford. They did go behind, but they won 2-1. What is it now? 30 undefeated. No clean sheet. Trafford actually got beaten. I think Trafford is actually now shaping up to be the EFL Championship Player of the Season. I think that's how that might shake out. I think Sunday week the EFL awards are going to be announced. He was at it yesterday. Fleming, Brownhill, Trafford, all stars by their names with goals and contributions and things of that nature, which took Burnley to 91 points at 5 p.m. Then we had Sheffield United facing Cardiff, and Sheffield United finally getting themselves a win after their horrible 3 defeats in a row. Harmer and Diaz with the goals. It took them a while, still a little bit of a sense of nerviness, and Sheffield United a bit of PTSD from that last week, but they had to get the win, and they were fighting against a team down towards the bottom who were in the game, of course, with it being 1-0 right until the final going. So that meant that Sheffield United then bumped themselves up to 86. So at that point, Burnley were obviously top. Leeds were on 88. Sheffield United were on 86. And if you're a Burnley or a Sheffield United fan, you then wanted a favour from Oxford because that's where Leeds went at 8 p.m. But Leeds also got the job done. Oxford 0, Leeds 1. They really held their nerve. Leeds kept the clean sheet. We know you're going against Will Vaulks and the long throw-ins and Gary Rowett and the ability to keep a clean sheet, which Oxford had done against Watford and a couple of other teams recently. 3 1-0 wins in the last 5 games. Sheffield Wednesday away most recently for Oxford. But it was rode on into Bogle, into Solomon. Really nice goal, actually, to get Leeds the victory. They just needed to get their noses in front in that one and bring Oxford out. You feel, while Oxford had it at 0-0, big swing as soon as Leeds take the lead in that one. Leeds hold on. Leeds get the win. Leeds then joined Burnley on 91 points. So the state of play now, we have 3 games to play. We go to Easter Monday, where Leeds play Stoke at 3 p.m. And let's be very frank about this. If Leeds beat Stoke, it's as good as done, isn't it? Before the head-to-head between Burnley and Sheffield United, because that puts Leeds up to 94 points, which means Sheffield United's maximum upside is 95. We know the goal difference is horrific. So that means Leeds basically cannot score a point from a Sheffield United point of view for the remaining 3 games. It'll be 1 point for Leeds to get to 95, and their goal difference is huge. And that, of course, means that Sheffield United would have to go to Burnley, win at Turf Moor against the undefeated 30-game streak. So basically, Leeds are pretty much over the line with a win against Stoke. If they draw, it goes to 92. Still then, if Burnley were to beat Sheffield United, it'd be 2 games to go. 6 points gap with the goal difference, it's done. isn't it? What I'm saying here is the only thing that keeps this title race going is a victory for Sheffield United at Burnley in the 5:30. Even if Leeds were to lose, they'd be on 91. Sheffield United would then go on to 89. Burnley would also be on 91, wouldn't they? And then we would have something to play for, 2 games to go, still be a 2-point lead for Leeds and Burnley. So even the best case scenario here, which is a Leeds defeat and a Sheffield United win at Burnley in terms of keeping the title race alive, does feel difficult and far-fetched to believe that's going to happen. So if you're a Leeds fan, I think the plan for Monday, get your work done. Even a draw's okay, but go and win that game, go to 94 points, and then get that champagne on ice, because if Sheffield United then do not beat Burnley, they'll be at 87 points with Leeds at 94. Or if they lose, they'd be at 86. It is all done. And of course, if that is a Burnley win, it's all done for automatic promotion, period. Burnley will also join Leeds in the Premier League on Easter Monday. From my point of view as a neutral, you want it to go the distance, but it does feel like the watch along on Monday night could be the end of the road, and the pressure could have been piled on. I mean, even if Leeds do win and then Sheffield United win, you'd think, you know, you're just trying to find 1 point from the last 2 games and it's all done bar the shouting. But I suppose you just want it wrapped up in a bow if you're a Leeds or a Burnley fan over the Easter weekend. Let me know your thoughts, as the promotion race feels like it's very, 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 very nearly over. And we'll see you on Monday for the watch along. In the playoff race, Bristol City are nearly there, aren't they? Bristol City have gone to 67 points. We've said for the longest time now, 6th place will probably be like 69, 70, 71 points. So Bristol City beat Sunderland yesterday. There was an early red card in that one, and Bristol City actually went behind Mayenda with a spectacular goal in that one. But then I think it was Dickey and McCrory, forgive me, in the second half with the goals. So that now takes Bristol City. So you've got Middlesbrough on 63. Their maximum upside with 3 to play is 72 points. So it's very, very close now for Bristol City. I know they have a couple of tricky games. They're going to be hoping that Leeds have got the job done on Easter Monday, because it is Luton and then Leeds on Monday the 28th for Bristol City. Luton away is a difficult game now for Bristol City, but they got their work done yesterday. Coventry, really, really big win, because that was a head-to-head against West Brom. So Coventry moved to 66. Middlesbrough also won against Plymouth, but obviously with West Brom losing, Millwall lost at Blackburn. Blackburn are, 7 points behind with 3 to go. So it does feel now very much like it's Bristol City, Coventry and Middlesbrough for those final 2 places. Let me know how you see that one shaking out, just in terms of fixture difficulty here. Middlesbrough, I have spinning wheel of doom. I'm trying to get to caravan Wi-Fi over there. It ain't going to happen. Look, we've done all of these bits and bobs on the channel already, so you can check the who's going to make the playoffs video to kind of have a little look at that. Down at the bottom, I'll just quickly wrap this up as technology beats me in the wilds of Chichester in the caravan park here. The big issue was the head-to-head between Luton and Derby, and we knew it was going to be scrappy. We knew it was going to be low margin. I thought Derby would win it, but went the other way. Luton with an early set play, keeping the clean sheet. Muck and Bullet scrapping down the bottom there, which now means Plymouth bottom 40. Cardiff also lost 42. It is still all to play for, though, isn't it? Luton 43, Derby 43 with 3 to play. Hull lost at Swansea. They really could have put a gap in there over Derby. They're at 45 with Oxford now at 48. That is where the gap is. So it's looking very much like now it's 3 from 5. Obviously, Plymouth a bit marooned. It's only a 3-point gap, though, I guess, as in Plymouth, Cardiff, Luton, Derby, Hull. Oxford did lose, but with Hull and the tide not rising generally, it was okay for Oxford yesterday, and that the teams directly under them both lost, who kind of really could have caught up and turned the screw. Well done, Pompey, 49. We said we were drawing a line at 49. Well done, Stoke, as well. Well done, QPR. They also got a win. They're up at 53. They're definitely safe now. 52 is the maximum upside there for Luton, and Derby tied there in 22nd and 21st. So there's your kind of brief roundup. We'll get back into it properly on Monday when I'm back from holiday. We have pre-recorded some predictions with Sam as well. Let me know your thoughts. Is it all done up at the top? Are we going to be finishing everything on Monday with Leeds getting themselves a point and Burnley beating Sheffield United? That is the key on Monday. Can Sheffield United keep it alive into round 45? How's the playoffs shaking out here, guys? Bristol City, Coventry and Middlesbrough. Two places there, 3 teams, you tell me. And I'm saying 3 for 5, but really, oh no, we can't discount Cardiff yet. Let's keep it at 3 for 5 down the bottom there. Plymouth, Cardiff, Luton, Derby, Hull. Are Oxford safe at 48 now, given what went on yesterday? You tell me in the comments. Right, I am done. I'm going to get back to my holiday. We will see you on Monday for the watch along. The predictions are scheduled to come out tomorrow, so check them out with Sam. Let me know if you're at an EFL round 43 game yesterday and give me your thoughts on top 2, very close. Playoffs, closer than it was. Relegation, still up in the air. It feels like that one is going to be the only thing really going to round 46 maybe. Get in the comments. I'm off to the beach.